You ever have someone in your life who just doesn't like you? You didn't do anything to them, you barely even know them, but you can sense it. They're cold, distant, and it messes with your head. Did I say something? Did I do something wrong? What's their issue? Here's what people tell you. Just ignore it. Be extra nice to them. Eventually they'll open up. But that's not how this works, because when someone dislikes you for no reason, there is a reason, it's just not about you. And these people, they all act the same way, same patterns, same reactions. I'm going to show you exactly what to notice, 5 specific things they do. So next time you see it, you'll understand exactly what's happening and why. When someone dislikes you for no reason, your mind tries to find the reason. You start replaying conversations, judging your own behavior, trying to figure out what you did wrong. But here's the truth, you did nothing wrong. The reason they don't like you has nothing to do with your actions. It has everything to do with what you reflect to them. Maybe you're confident and it reminds them they're not. Maybe you're happy and it exposes their emptiness. Maybe you're successful and it triggers their insecurity. Whatever it is, it's about them, not you. And when people feel threatened like that, they follow a pattern. They behave the same way. Once you know what to watch for, you'll recognize it instantly, and you'll stop taking it personally, because it's not personal, even though it feels like it is. Let me explain the 5 behaviors people show when they dislike you for no reason. First thing to notice, and this is usually the strongest sign, they're warm with other people, laughing, joking, talking freely. Then you arrive and suddenly, ice cold. The smile fades, the energy shifts, they go quiet or they walk away, and you're left thinking, what just happened? This is selective hostility.
They're showing you that it's clearly you they have a problem with. Not social anxiety, not a bad mood. It's you. Why do they act like this? Because being friendly with you would mean accepting you, and they don't want to do that. Their mind sees you as a threat, so it creates distance on purpose. And the contrast, the fact they're warm with others but cold with you, that's intentional. They want you to notice. They want you to feel excluded. It's a power move, a way to make you feel small without saying a word. When you recognize this pattern, don't chase their validation. Don't try to win them over. Just understand it. They're revealing themselves. And it's not about you being unlikable, it's about them feeling threatened. This one's subtle, but it's everywhere. When you speak to them, they look away, check their phones, stare at anything but you. When you're in a group, they make eye contact with everyone else, but when it's your turn to talk, their eyes drift somewhere else. This is intentional avoidance. Eye contact builds connection. It signals respect. It says, I see you, I hear you. When someone refuses eye contact, they're refusing to give you that respect. They're treating you like you're not worth their attention. And here's the psychology behind it. Looking at you would mean recognizing you as an equal, as someone who matters, and they don't want that, because in their mind, you're competition, you're a threat.
So they avoid eye contact to avoid confirming your existence. It sounds extreme, but that's exactly what's happening. On a subconscious level, when you notice someone constantly avoiding eye contact with you but not with others, that's a warning sign. They're showing dislike without ever saying it out loud. This happens often in work or group settings. You share an idea, they dismiss it, don't respond, act like you said nothing. Then 5 minutes later, someone else says almost the same thing and suddenly they're fully engaged. Oh yeah, that's a solid idea, let's go with that. And you're sitting there thinking, I literally just said that. This is called social invalidation. They're choosing not to recognize your input, your value, your presence. Why? Because recognizing you gives you social credit, and they don't want you to have that in their mind. If they can make you look unimportant, then you become unimportant. So they dismiss your ideas, talk over you, pretend what you said has no weight, even when it's a strong idea, even when they know it has value. Because it's not about the idea, it's about making sure you don't get credit for it. I've seen this happen countless times. You could fix the biggest issue in the room, but if it comes from you, they won't accept it. They'll wait for someone else to say it, or they'll present your idea as their own, or they'll just move on like nothing was said. And the most frustrating part is, other people might not even catch it because it's subtle, but you notice it, you feel it every single time. When this keeps happening with the same person, it's not an accident, it's deliberate. They're trying to reduce your influence, your importance, your weight in that space. And the worst part is, it can mess with your confidence. You start thinking, maybe my ideas aren't that strong. Maybe I'm not adding enough value. But that's exactly what they want you to believe. Don't let it sink in. Their dismissal doesn't decide your worth. You usually learn about this one through others. They talk about you when you're not there. Nothing obvious, just enough to plant doubt. Yeah, I don't know, they seem fine, but something feels off about them. They try really hard, don't they? It's a bit much. I mean, good for them, I suppose, but I wouldn't fully trust it. Small jabs, vague comments, just enough to make people question you. This is reputation sabotage. They can't come at you directly because they don't have a real reason, so they go after your reputation instead. They drop small doubts into other people's minds, make you look suspicious or fake or try hard. Why? Because if they turn others against you, they don't have to face the threat you represent alone. It's a social tactic. Isolate the threat. Make others see you the way they see you. And the sneaky part, when you call them out, they act confused. What? I never said that. You must have misunderstood. Or they'll spin it. I was actually standing up for you. I said you seemed nice, but they leave out the part where they added, but something feels off. The thing about this behavior is it's really difficult to prove because it's all secondhand. You hear from someone they said something, but you can't point to solid proof. And that's exactly why they do it this way. It's safe for them, low risk. They get to hurt your reputation without owning up to it. When you find out someone's been talking about you behind your back and it's always negative or dismissive, that's not random. They're trying to control how others see you because they can't control how they feel about you. And usually the people that matter will see through it, but it still hurts when you learn about it. Last one, and this is the clearest sign. You get a promotion, you reach a goal, you share good news, and while everyone else is celebrating you, they're quiet, tense, uncomfortable. They might offer a stiff congrats, but you can feel the lack of honesty. Their expression says everything. They're not happy for you. They're bothered. This is called success resentment. Your success reminds them of what they haven't achieved. Your happiness exposes their unhappiness. And instead of feeling inspired or happy for you, they feel worse about themselves. So they can't celebrate with you because your win feels like their loss, even though it isn't. Your success has nothing to do with their failure, but in their mind it's linked. It's like they view life as a competition, and when you win, they feel like they're losing. So every good thing that happens to you feels like a bad thing happening to them. You'll see this in their body language, the forced smile, the fast topic switch, the way they suddenly need to exit the conversation, or they'll downplay what you achieved. Oh, that's nice. I mean, it's not that difficult to get promoted there, right? They have to shrink it, because if they admit how big it is, they have to face how far behind they are. This is the strongest sign that their dislike was never about you. If they were upset over something you did, your success wouldn't bother them. But if they feel threatened by who you are, your success makes that threat feel bigger, so they resent it. They can't hide it.
When they try something consistently reacts negatively to your good news, that's not about you being arrogant or showing off. That's about them dealing with their own insecurity. And honestly, it's kind of sad when you think about it, because they're so trapped in their own mind that they can't even feel happy for someone else. Now, let me explain why people do all of this. It comes down to one thing: insecurity. When someone is secure in themselves, your presence doesn't threaten them. You can be confident, successful, happy, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're comfortable with who they are. But when someone is insecure, you become a mirror. Everything you have that they don't gets reflected back at them, and they hate seeing that reflection, so they hate you instead. Not because of what you did, but because of what you remind them of. Their own fears, their own failures, their own unhappiness. And instead of facing that internally, they project it onto you. They turn you into the problem, because that's easier than facing the real problem, which is inside them. Think about it this way. If someone is genuinely happy with their life, they don't have the time or energy to hate on others.
They're too focused on living their own life, creating their own success, enjoying their own relationships. But when someone is unhappy, insecure, or struggling, other people's success becomes hard to watch. It's a constant reminder of what they don't have, what they haven't achieved, what they not. And that's why you can't fix this by being kinder, by trying harder, by proving yourself. Because it's not about you. It never was. You could be the kindest, most helpful, most authentic person in the world, and they'd still find a reason to dislike you. Because the real issue isn't your actions, it's their internal conflict. And until they confront that, nothing you do will change how they treat you. So, what do you do when you start noticing these patterns in someone? First, stop trying to win them over. You can't reason someone out of an emotional state. Their dislike isn't logical, so logical solutions won't work. Being overly nice won't help. Proving your worth won't help. Confronting them definitely won't help. Just accept that this person doesn't like you, and that's okay. Not everyone has to like you, especially when their dislike reveals more about them than it does about you. Second, don't take it personally. I know that's easy.